I recently received an email for an upcoming auction at Amelia Island by Motostalgia. Now, I've been to probably 3 of their auctions in the past, and I always have a good time. They've always got neat cars to see, and a lot of them go for no reserve, so that's always kind of fun to watch to see where these cars go, and sometimes tempting to throw a bid down on. Now, what caught my attention about this particular auction is the fact that they do have a 2004 Bentley Arnage T24 Mulliner going up for auction, and it's no reserve. So I definitely want to watch this and see what this car goes for. Now, I have a little bit of insight on the condition of this car, and I'll talk about that in just a couple minutes. But it's just fun to check out these auctions. In the past, I've been to these auctions, and they've had Rolls-Royce cars going with no reserve, and they've looked rather nice. Now, I know you're going to have to put a lot of money into it, but some of these cars went for cheap money. So this Rolls-Royce could be in your driveway for just a bit over $5 grand. So it's kind of neat to think about that. But some of the cars they have at auction, it seems like, you know, they could be cars that are trying to be offloaded by dealerships. Others are true collector cars. I remember a 1986 Ferrari 328 that was up for auction that totally caught my eye, and I wanted to throw a bid down on it, but unfortunately it was in 2015. This was the peak of Ferrari 328 values. So I believe this auction closed around 140 or something. The reserve wasn't met, but the car was impeccable. It had super low mileage on it. It had all the books and tools. It had a unique Ferrari red and black paint job like the Ferrari Boxer. It was a really special car. At another auction, I came extremely close to purchasing this 2002 Porsche 911 Twin Turbo. This car looked great. It had 53,000 miles on it, and I was the top bidder before the reserve was pulled. So essentially, I was $250 away from owning this car. Now, this was just a few months before I purchased the Bentley, and I knew that if I did buy this car, I would not be getting the Arnage like I wanted. Final sale price was $38,000, and I believe they negotiated that after the auction closed. So it was extremely tempting to bid on it and want to win it, but at the same time, I hadn't done my thorough research on it, and I hadn't been able to check it out. It could have had a catastrophic mechanical issue or something like that, so it's always tricky at these auctions unless you have a chance to thoroughly check out the car. But going back to this Bentley Arnage T24 Mulliner, one of the reasons I'm so interested in this car is because it's the same car I have. It's even the same color. The only difference on the exterior is the fact that this one has tinted windows. If you look at the interior of this car, there's a couple things that set it apart from the typical T24 package, and that's that it doesn't have the carbon fiber trim around the gauges, and it also doesn't have the black piano wood. If you're going to have a car that's a special edition like this, I would assume you would want those special edition pieces. Now, I'm not sure if something happened. I noticed the wood panel in front of the passenger side dashboard is a different color than the other wood, so I don't know if that's an indication that the airbag has been deployed and replaced in this car, but it's something that I would be cautious about. According to the Carfax, this car has 4 owners, and in 2007, the entire engine was replaced. Depending on your perspective, that could be a good thing or a bad thing, but it's definitely something to take note of on this car. This car has been for sale for a while, most recently in Houston, Texas, and I've had several people reach out to me and contact me asking me questions about it. In fact, I even had somebody reach out to me on my website and tell me that they had put a deposit on this car and they were going to go check it out. The guy was flying in from California to look at the car when it was for sale in Austin, and he bought a one-way ticket and checked out the car but was disappointed. He basically walked away from the deal because he said the condition was not good. He said it looked pretty rough around the edges. There was rust on the bottom and rust bubbling the paint around the left rear tail light. I can't find a close-up picture. They have a close-up of the left headlight, the right headlight, the right tail light, but not the left tail lights. It was mainly located in New York, so that could contribute to the fact that it has been noted to have some rust issues. This might be a case where the car is being offered with no reserve just to get it sold, and it will sell, but I'll be curious to see what price it is. Or the car could have been completely reconditioned. You'd have to check out the car to know for sure. Also listed at this auction is for no reserve is a 2005 Bentley Continental GT. It looks nice in the pictures. There's only a few of them, but it'll be interesting to see what this car goes for. Now, this one is a high mileage car. It's 86,000 miles. That's pretty high, but it's nice to know that these cars will hit that mile mark. So which car will bring more money? The 2004 Arnage that's a little bit rough shape, or the 2005 Continental GT with high miles? Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think these cars will go for, or which car is going to sell for more. I'll do a follow-up and let you guys know. We'll see how these cars do at auction. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see that, and hit the little notification button so you'll be notified of when I upload a video. If you want to bid on any of these cars, I'll put a link at the bottom to the auction website, and we will see what happens with these 2 Bentleys. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.